Aloha! So in this video, I'm going to go over project number 1, which is the Local IA app redesign project guidelines. Total points, 120 points, and it's going to be assigned on January 25th or week 3 of this course, and it's going to be due on February 12th. I'm not going to really go into the purpose or app description because I think you guys by now are all familiar with the Local IA app. We're just going to skip over to the project introduction. And of course, here, in the first sentence, it mentions that an app is never perfect, even after it's been submitted. So therefore, improvements could be made on overall design, user experience, app functionality, as even phones develop and become new. So all these improvements will be things that you include in your wireframe sketches. Really, the possibilities are endless, so I give you, the students, the creative rights to put your mark on this app and, of course, have fun. Another goal of mine for assigning you this project is to give you a place to start an app design process. Part of the project work also includes some reading from the HIG, or the Apple's Human Interface Guidelines. Please follow the link provided here. You can see the different topics that I would like you to read up on. This week also coincides with my online lecture on content views, controls, and temporary views. Now let's skip down to project deliverables. Project deliverables. All students must complete deliverable number 2. So that's the redesign of app navigation and app flow. For your second deliverable, you have a choice between 1, 3, or 4. Okay, let's look closer at deliverable number 2. You're going to be redesigning the app navigation and flow of the Local IA app, particularly from the home screen, right? So this is the present home screen, the walking tour, and the fish pond science. So you can use this PDF as an example and a reference. You should already be familiar with this document since it was provided as part of your assignment number 1. So for example, this is the home screen, and you guys are going to think about redesigning the home screen of this app. For example, you may decide to do away with the buttons or redesign them altogether, or you may change the location of the buttons. On the bottom of the home screen, you will see that I provide the user with a tab bar navigation system. Would you leave this or take this out? So these are some things to consider. So app flow refers to if the user presses this button, what is the next screen that it flows to? If you have any questions or want further explanation, please kindly email me. To complete this deliverable, I provided you with an iPhone wireframe worksheet. You can see that the arrows help you to indicate app flow. Just to let you know, you may turn in your deliverable number 2 hand sketch, and/or you can use the Adobe Suite, which most students prefer. Or you can also use a web application of your choice. If you want some advice on web applications that are pretty easy and user intuitive, definitely email me. But some of them may cost money, so beware. All right, let's go over the rest of the deliverables. All right, so let's start with deliverable number 1. You can redesign the Local IA app icon. It needs to be 120 by 120 pixel file type, PNG or JPEG, or of course hand sketched if that's what you prefer. For deliverable number 3, you can redesign the current buttons on the home screen. This includes the walking tour, about, and virtual tour. So those 3 buttons on the home screen. For app deliverable number 4, this includes a new color palette for the entire app. So if you redesign the home screen, you can decide to create a new color palette for the app. I provide an example of deliverable number 4 for your reference. Actually, a past student, Melissa Lockman. This is her deliverable number 4 for this project. Part of your project number 1, I've included this PNG so that you can use it if you so choose for the deliverable or any of the other ones that apply. So project number 1 description and supporting documents are provided under the Assignments tab in Laulima. Lastly, everyone will need to complete a redesign narrative in which you will answer the following questions. So questions 1 to 6. You can provide your answers in a Q&A format or in an essay format if you choose. Please note that there are specific questions for specific deliverables, so make sure you pay attention to that. So for example, I have a note here, like for question 4, please explain the inspiration behind your redesign of the local IA icon. How does your icon relate to Heia Fish Pond? So this is if you chose to complete deliverable number 1. Now, if there isn't a specific deliverable tied to the question, that means that everybody needs to answer that question. So I just want to make sure that everyone understands that. Also, I provided instructions on how to submit all the deliverables for your project number 1, which is right here, in case you're not familiar with how to submit your deliverable or how I would like you to submit your deliverable in Laulima. Okay, so just to recap, the due date for all deliverables, including the redesign narrative, is February 12th. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me and definitely have a lot of fun with this project. Okay, thanks, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. Aloha.